collect coffee cups. Although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind-eye old Jefferson eventually discovered a new sound. Silence. It only made him more filled with the blues than before.
That is a bluesy voice.
Rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt worn, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after, the stealth suit had left it, without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ, and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
The courier left the brain at the Big Empty. A strange thing to say, but it was the truth. Brains are less important than they may seem. When the courier's body finally passed, the brain was saddened. It kept on, remembering the vessel that had once contained it. Even at the end, when it started to fail, however, the brain resisted going into a floating chassis like the think tank. It never said why. Perhaps it was out of respect for the courier's body. All things must come to an end, and to hang on to the past is something that's not to be undertaken lightly.
The think tank basement, filled with lobotomized robotical frames of the doctors, now served as a graveyard. The monitors had recorded the battle in its entirety, including the think tank's final, shrill, terrified screams, whimpers, and pleas for mercy. They broadcast these humiliating last moments as a warning to anyone approaching the perimeter that other smarty pants were not welcome. The courier was the inheritor of the Big Empty, and there was room for only one will in the halls of the think tank dome.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World Blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Cool. See, oh, we got a loading screen. Well, in the beginning, there was old world dialogue, and at the end, there was old world outro. So that's pretty sweet. It was a good ending. What did we get here? You acquired the Big Mountain transportal ponder. Okay, cool. Couldn't... Oh, whatever. It's capable of transporting you and you alone between the Mojave Wasteland and Big Mountain. To return to the Mojave or go back to Big Mountain from the Mojave, simply equip the transportal ponder as you would any weapon, pull the trigger, and away you'll go. Note that it won't work in interiors or in combat situations and is totally incapable of harming your enemies. Sweet. We got cheering. Hell yeah. You fucking cheer for my ass. Alright, whatever. You guys are just talking. The toaster.
With the brains dealt with, soon we can spread our rule across the Mojave. All will eat burned toast in despair.
Yeah, those bitches are gonna be eating burnt toast all day, every day. Fuck yeah, that toaster. He's gotta come back. Like, Fallout developers, you need to bring that toaster back. He needs to be in more games. Possibly even have his own game revolved around him. DLC. Possibly, you know. He's at least gotta make a comeback. Like, that toaster, he's the man. He is the leader. I am designating you as the leader of this area. Like, you get all these rooms. Everyone's gotta listen to you. Whoops, you. I don't know what happened there. My controller glitched. Fuck you. I'm not talking to you. Toaster is where it's at, not the light switch. Alright, that toaster, he's gotta make a comeback. Fallout developers, he's gotta make a comeback. I know every one of you watch this.
Starting combat.
I know every one of them watch this. Yeah, right. But I hope he makes a comeback. But yeah, that's it. Judging by the outro, there may or may not still be some more secrets to crack. But how about you guys do that on your own? I'm never one for cracking secrets. But yeah, that's the end. That's good. This is probably the best DLC that I've played for New Vegas thus far. And that is opinion. That is my opinion. That is not fact. That is just, you know, my opinion. I liked it. Besides the intro being like way too long, which you could skip anyway, it wasn't bad. There's a lot of collecting holo discs and stuff, but you know, comparatively to the other DLC, I liked it the best. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I don't know if there was much else that I had to say about it. I'm guessing this is the gun that'll warp me right on back to out of here. So we'll go back to the Big Mountain and just test this bad boy out. But yeah, this is probably the best DLC that I've played for New Vegas to this date. And this is like, what, the third or the fourth one, I think? I don't know how many more there are. I lost track, and I don't remember how many were planned to be released. I thought 5 were planned to be released. However, I could be wrong on that, so Like I said, don't quote me on that. I don't have the information in front of me. I may or may not be wrong. I'm sorry if I am, but whatever. But yeah, I would pick this up. Like, it doesn't do anything super great, but it's good. I liked it. There's a little bit too much collecting, and that was about it. The intro is kind of meh. I mean, I could have done without 30 minutes of sitting there while some guy talked at me. And a lot of people will ask me, like, how could you sit through the Kingdom Hearts intro, which was 2 hours long, pretty much, but you got mad at the Fallout New Vegas Old World Dialogue intro, which was only 30 minutes. The Kingdom Hearts stuff, like, you had some tutorial stuff. You got to take control a little bit, and it's actually moving cutscenes and stuff like that. So at the very least, you're watching a movie. Like, you might be playing a game and you're watching a movie, which kind of sucks because you're not interactive. But at least you're watching a movie. Like that there was nothing moving. It was just looking at that computer. You were looking at Dr. Klein for 30 solid minutes. And that's probably the biggest complaint. But you can skip that anyway. Like, who gives a shit? If you don't like it, you can skip it. Like, I just wanted to... What the fuck
Did you see that? That crazy bitch just attacked me out of nowhere.
Why is this dude sneaking up on me when I'm trying to do an outro here? What do you want?
No, none at all. We've been traveling together since I picked her up a few days ago. And she's been friendly this whole time.
Alright, hold on. No, I don't care. I have to get going. You know what? Nope, wait, hold on. I got something for you. For ruining my fucking outro like a pro that you are. What can I use? What can I use? I'm about to beat your ass Old World Blues style. I don't even care if this doesn't work. Bitch! Thanks for fucking up my intro. That's what you get. I don't care if I lost karma. You shouldn't know. Get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit. I don't want you fucking up my intro anymore. Anyone else? Huh? Nope. Anyone else? Didn't think so. That's Old World Blues. Thanks for watching.